everyone, this is Athena from Courage Coaching. Welcome to my channel if you are new here. Click on the subscribe button if you would like to get notifications for any new videos that I upload. My channel focuses primarily on healing from narcissistic abuse and CPTSD, and I offer one-to-one coaching for those of you who need support. Now in today's video I'm going to talk about cognitive dissonance. What is it and how do we cope with it? Cognitive dissonance means that we have conflicting beliefs and actions. So basically, when our beliefs don't line up with our actions, we experience cognitive dissonance. So generally, people need harmony between what they believe and how they act. And they also want this when they are around other people. They want other people to be the same way. So if they are with someone who says one thing but does another, then this can cause cognitive dissonance. The degree to which we feel this, of course, depends on how sensitive we are, how we cope with this, and also what the actual cause of the cognitive dissonance is. The more value we essentially place on a belief, the tougher the cognitive dissonance is. Because if we go against our belief or someone else goes against what we believe, this will actually torment us further. Now, what are some good examples of cognitive dissonance? So one very, very strong example of this is when we suffer abuse from our parents in our childhood. So obviously, when we come into this world, we all feel and believe that we deserve love and affection, especially from our parents. But what happens when our parents emotionally abuse us? What happens when our parents hurt us, bully us? What happens when our parents withhold love? What happens when our parents tell us one thing but actually do something else, have a completely different action? When our parents' actions don't match their beliefs and they don't match what they say, this is a really big cause of cognitive dissonance. And specifically in toxic relationships where gaslighting is very commonly used, this causes extreme cognitive dissonance in the victim. Because if the victim believes things a certain way, but the abuser contradicts this and says, actually, no, that's not how it happened, then the victim is left feeling crazy and is left doubting their memory of things. And this creates a huge amount of cognitive dissonance. Another simpler example of cognitive dissonance is when we know that smoking or drinking alcohol or eating too much sugar or unhealthy food is bad for us, and yet we still choose to smoke, drink, and eat unhealthy food, even though we know this is bad for us, even though we know it's going to harm our bodies. We still do it, and that does cause a very mild form of cognitive dissonance. Another very good example of cognitive dissonance is when somebody decides to cheat on their partner or when somebody decides to have an affair. When that person makes that decision, they know that cheating or having an affair is morally wrong. However, although they know this is bad and it's morally wrong and it's not fair on their partner or it will hurt their partner, people still go ahead and do it for selfish reasons. So a person who's generally very honest and who loves their partner ends up cheating on their partner, they will experience really high levels of anxiety because of the cognitive dissonance that they are left with, because they are going against what they morally believe is wrong, and yet they are still doing it. What can we do in order to reduce or stop cognitive dissonance? Well, essentially, we need to stop whatever it is we're doing that is causing the cognitive dissonance. So if we are having an affair or if we are cheating on our partner, then we must stop. If we don't do this, we will continue feeling anxiety every time we have to go behind our partner's back. And again, the same goes for when we indulge in unhealthy food or unhealthy behaviors. The same goes for when we smoke and drink and eat unhealthy food. If this is making us feel bad, if this is causing anxiety and we're feeling guilty for doing this and we're feeling cognitive dissonance for doing this, then we must stop doing these things. And lastly, if we are in a relationship with a narcissistic or toxic individual, this could be a romantic relationship, or this could be that our family of origin is dysfunctional, the best thing we need to do is to set boundaries and create space from this person. And the minute we end that relationship, we will immediately feel a sense of relief, because we are protecting ourselves, because we are actually standing up for ourselves and what we believe in, which is that we deserve good, healthy treatment, not abuse and not any toxicity. So the minute you end an abusive relationship, you will notice that your feelings of cognitive dissonance will disappear very quickly. Remember, cognitive dissonance is something that we see a lot in narcissistic or toxic relationships, especially when there is gaslighting, especially when the toxic individual in this relationship is making us doubt ourselves and is changing the narrative, is changing the story, or is moving the goalposts. Remember, it is not your fault. You actually want fair treatment. You actually believe that you deserve a good, kind, caring person in your life that treats you right. You don't believe that you deserve to be abused. So, have you experienced cognitive dissonance? If you have, then please feel free to share your experience in the comments below the video. I always appreciate it when you guys interact with the videos that I release and you talk about what has happened, as this is always very helpful for other people who have also experienced this as well. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.